Y'all, remember when Christmas meant a tree, some cookies, maybe accidentally burning the gingerbread house? It was simple and yeah, it could be chaotic, but it was fun. Now you scroll TikTok and it's like you're being drafted into the Christmas Olympics. You have these $8,000 hauls, separate Christmas trees for pets, and preteens with contour kits reading wish lists longer than the US Constitution. It's like the influencers got together and they said, guys, what if the holidays, but let's make it financially devastating and like Hunger Games levels of dystopian. Bah freaking humbug, am I right? For those of you that are new, I'm Amanda. Welcome to the channel where we are all about shattering the mental health stigma. And today we're diving into the influencer idiocracy that is holiday content. This series was named after the film Idiocracy because I feel like that dystopian world is where influencer culture has us headed. It's becoming less fiction and more documentary by the day, and it's damaging to our mental health whether we realize it or not. In this case, it's affecting Christmas. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll either laugh, you'll cry, or you'll quietly delete your TikTok to preserve your own mental health. As someone with a bachelor's in forensic psychology, what really gets to me is the marketing psychology behind it all. Because it's not just, I want to show you what I got. It's engineered FOMO with a candy cane bow. You see the perfectly lit tree, the $400 matching pajama set, the cocoa bar that looks like it was designed by Martha Stewart on Adderall, and suddenly you're questioning your entire worth as a human being because your cocoa bar is literally just a mug like a peasant. Okay, so we're gonna start here with a holiday trend that might have you do a double take.
Let's decorate my cat's Christmas tree. It looks very naked right now. We're gonna start off with O because his name is Oscar. Next we have a cross. He got baptized last month. Found this garland. And da-da-da. Yeah, maybe not. His favorite foods. He's an indoors cat. He doesn't have the street smarts. We have his parents, David and Becca. We'll put them together. A wedding cake because we got married this year. Got this from Scotland for him because he's the Scottish fold. We take his heritage very seriously. We're gonna top it off with a choo-choo train and a ski lift. Got our first home this year. Dun, da-da-da. This is Oscar. This is our dog's tree. This one's our tree. This is our fish tree. We had it custom made this year with sea moss. Dun, da, da, da.
Okay, look, I love pets just as much as the next person. I have a dog named Morgan who deserves the world after her tragic superhero backstory. I've done foster, I've done rescue, I'm vegan. I love animals, okay? But Christmas for the fish, the goldfish, really? I mean, who is this really for at this point? This is no longer about celebrating pets. This is about being f*** you levels of rich, which is pretty much Becca's whole shtick. The sad part is, though, that people actually buy into this. They think it's cute. They think it's necessary. They think that their family celebration isn't complete if every fish in the tank doesn't have Instagrammable decor. Okay, here's what we need to talk about the psychology a little bit before continuing, because holiday overconsumption preys on the most vulnerable part of us, the one that still wants that magical holiday, even if adulthood made it hard for us. Holiday overconsumption hits differently because this time of year is so emotionally loaded. For a lot of us, the holidays can mean childhood trauma, guilt, loneliness, financial insecurity, pressure to make it perfect, family expectations, grief, and for those who are neurodivergent, it can mean sensory overload. Mix that with comparison culture and constant advertising and influencers pushing affiliate links like they're oxygen, and suddenly you're panic buying a $90 ornament because you want your kid to feel the magic of the season that you so desperately miss. You want to be a good parent, don't you? Well, yeah, every parent does, and they know that. It's guilt marketing. Spending stops being about joy and starts feeling like proof that you're a good parent, proof that you didn't ruin the magic, proof that you're doing enough. And that's why this matters for our mental health. All right, let's dive into the circus of Christmas chaos and look at some of these trends. Trend number 1, advent calendars for the 1%. Let's talk about advent calendars for a minute because I think that this is one of the most revealing examples of how far we have drifted. Traditionally, advent calendars were a part of the Christian tradition of Advent, which is a period of waiting, of slowing down, of anticipation, not indulgence, not excess, waiting. Early advent calendars were simple. They were a chalk mark on the wall or paper windows that opened each day, sometimes a Bible verse, sometimes a small picture. Later it was chocolate, one small little piece of chocolate that was meant to teach patience, not dopamine chasing. The entire point was restraint. And now, well, let me show you.
Why is Kylie Jenner selling us a $280 advent calendar?
Why are you buying it?
$280. Well, at least it's not $1,000 like Dior. This is called the 12 Days of Kylie Cosmetics, so I assume there's 12 products in here, and hopefully 12 full-size products. I'm still pissed about that Dior advent calendar. I still have it with me. My $1,000. Anyways, let's see if Kylie Jenner gave us anything good. First of all, this packaging. Cute, she's girly. Let's open her. Here she is. Oh, I'm seeing some big numbers. I hope we got big products in here too. I would hate to see a mini in here. Let's start with day one. What is in here? What is it? Bitch, it's a full size. Yes! This is their powder blush stick. Ooh. They gave us this stunning shade called Hey Sugar. Oh, Miss Kylie. Kylie, I love you already. Full size for day one? Haro. Dior could never. Let's go in with day number 2. What is this? Wait, is this another full size? No way. Is it?
Why is that showing?
Yes, it is! A full-size mascara. Bitch, that's what I'm talking about. A full-size mascara. We are starting really strong here. What is day 3? Ooh, lip and cheek. It looks like a full-size again. I don't think I've ever seen this or heard about this product. Pretty sure this is a full-size. Oh, it is.
I'm not going to subject you guys to watching every single one of those. I think you get the point. I think they nailed it right in the beginning. Why does Kylie Jenner have an almost $300 advent calendar? The answer is late-stage capitalism. Who decided that Jesus wanted you to have all this stuff? I mean, yes, at least they are full-size products. That is great. For those of you that didn't realize what they were referencing, there was a $1,000 Dior advent calendar a while back that had people really upset because they spent $1,000 on it and most of the products in it were sample size. Advent calendars didn't start as luxury items. They weren't aspirational. They weren't status symbols. They were never meant to be impressive. And this feels gross even to me as an atheist. What next? An oat milk latte blessed by Santa? Then we have the DIY geniuses who say, why would I buy an advent calendar when I can just build one out of shelves? Interesting to me because on the surface it looks really sweet. It's a husband building something elaborate for his wife. It took time, it took effort, it took thoughtfulness. That's not the problem here. What makes this uncomfortable is the expectation that it reflects. Advent calendars were never meant to be impressive or grand. They didn't require power tools or custom shelving or viral potential, and therein lies where this is coming from. Influencer culture has turned everything, even loving gestures, into performance where care only counts if it's big, it's visible, and it's content ready. And that quietly trains people to measure their relationships against viral moments instead of moments of real intimacy, which is a pressure that none of us need. What I do need people to hear is this. This does not make him a bad husband for doing something sweet for his wife. It doesn't make you a bad person if you bought or received or gave an extravagant luxury advent calendar. It makes the system bad for convincing you that it was necessary in the first place. The worst part is that these over-the-top advent calendars aren't even for the person opening them. They're designed to be posted, to be open on camera, to be monetized, linked, reviewed, ranked. Advent calendars used to prepare people spiritually and emotionally for Christmas, and now all they're preparing is brands for their Q4 profits. Trend number 2 is stocking stuffers under $500. Like, what are you talking about right now? But the example I have shows that no, the performance of romance and holiday isn't reserved for guys. It goes both ways.
Philip, my boyfriend's talking with me, except I went extremely overboard because I'm a sim. Literally already bought him a trip to Chicago and a $500 North Face jacket, but apparently I feel like that wasn't enough. So this is his stocking. I got it from Amazon last minute. They didn't have white ones, unfortunately. The first thing I got for him, oh my gosh, the wrapping just rips. It's the Ralph Lauren Polo Blue. It smells like crap. And he hates like woodsy scents. So I got him that's like aquatic notes. I don't know. Second small thing,
Okay.
he is obsessed with these sour strips. I don't think he even knows that there was an It Sugar in the mall near us. So I got him a whole little to-go box of them. We had a little pit stop at Nordstrom. So they gift wrapped this really nice. Okay, yeah, I'm really gonna throw in the gift wrapping. Got him an Essentials Fear of God long sleeve tee, and I've wanted an Essentials long sleeve tee or sweatshirt for like the longest time ever. Whenever I want something, I always end up just getting it for him first because he's hot and cute and sexy and perfect and nice and sweet, and he literally treats me like gold. So yeah.
I'm glad that they treat each other well, and I'm sure she's just, you know, taking that sweater like every girl on the planet does with our partner. But isn't most of this stuff that you're supposed to wrap and put under the tree? I have never seen a stocking that would even fit all of this.
Yeah, man, treat your ladies like gold, and it's crazy what they'll do for you. Now, this is the kicker. Lululemon, where I spent $600. I just kept seeing stuff that was cute and would look really good on him. It's justifiable, right? So number one, he steals all of my hoodies because I get the comfy size hoodies and he always gets his hoodies in like a small or medium. It's like so tight on him. No wonder he steals mine. So I got him this gray Lululemon hoodie, and obviously since it's a Lululemon hoodie, it hoodies. Now to go with that, I got him gray sweatpants and just to gift for myself. If you know, you know. They're straight-legged. I think he's gonna look really hot in them, so yeah. Then I just kept thinking about this brown hoodie with his eyes and hair because he has brown hair and brown eyes, and he's gonna look so cute in this. It's literally like having a Build-A-Bear. You just dress it and customize it whatever way you want, and then you get to date it. Well, not dating the bear, but you get what I mean. Also go with it, I got him gray sweat shorts. Hopefully these fit him. I didn't really know what size to get him because he's different sizes and everything. The last thing is this Lululemon t-shirt that he can wear to the gym. It's just black. So his stocking realistically only has two things in it, and everything else is going to not fit in the stocking. So I guess that defeats the purpose. But this is our first Christmas together after we moved out. Hope he loves it. If you want to see what he put in my stocking, go to his page. I love you, hot muggers, and I'll see you in the next one.
So it didn't even all fit in the stocking anyway. I was right. So it's a little bit clickbaity. This one's a little bit misleading because it's saying, let's do my boyfriend's $700 stocking and pretending that all of those things aren't going in, oh, I don't know, another place around Christmas you could put presents that's not in the stocking. Like under the freaking tree like a normal person. Bestie, a stocking stuffer should be like a candy cane and some lip balm. Something small. They also were never meant to be impressive. They were like the filler. They were little surprises. They weren't these ridiculously overpriced and frankly not that attractive sweatpants. They weren't meant to be electronics and stuff like that. That's the main gift. And I won't go too much into my opinion on Lululemon. I think it's incredibly overpriced. I actually offer quite a bit of it in my Poshmark store, heavily discounted because I can't imagine having to have people pay full price. So that's one of the things I like to do is do resale to help people get things at a lower price, to keep things out of landfills, and of course, you know, to make a little bit myself on the side. But when stocking stuffers turn into these mini luxury hauls, it's scammy. I just feel like we're not being generous. We're being conditioned to believe that every moment, every tradition, every corner of the holiday has to justify itself with a dollar amount. And this is how joy quietly turns into obligation. I feel like she's really saying to be a good boyfriend or to be a good girlfriend, this is the bar that's being set. And the cast isn't just for the adults. Oh no, the kids are getting into the over-the-top holiday content too and wind up getting stuff like this.
My preteen is going to share with you her Christmas wish list.
First thing I need the most, a mini fridge. I need my Dr. Pepper in there. Okay? Second, the pink pom puff hoodie in the dark blue. So the dark blue one with the pink on the back.
Cute.
And then we have the Glow Recipe Dewdrops because I ran out of mine, so I need those again.
You're a preteen.
Next, an iPhone 17. I need this. Need it.
They'll probably go on sale for Black Friday too. Yeah. So
I need Mary Jane's.
obviously.
The Drunk Elephant Moisturizer. Face needs to feel good. Okay.
Yeah.
Then the Benefit Eyebrow Gel. This stuff, so good. It's
Preteen!
like the jeans that have like sweatpants under them. You know? So it kind of looks like
Is that a
these,
thing?
but like they're jeans. That makes
got it.
sense. 3 more things. Okay. The Lululemon leggings in the color black.
Can't go wrong.
Okay, like matches everything. The Tower 28 spray in the big one. I have the small one. It's so good. Okay, okay. And then a hoverboard that you just
Those
need
are
in
fun.
your life, I think.
gonna be a good Christmas.
I know.
That feels like a very
It doesn't,
reasonable Christmas list.
I know.
Like, it's not too much to ask.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I have to get this off my chest for my own mental health, okay? I cannot for the life of me understand why people pay exorbitant amounts of money for black leggings. You can get these for like 15 bucks at Target. They're gonna last you the same amount of time. They're just as good quality. Lululemon is not that much better quality to justify the price jump, and it's not like they're cute, they're unique, nothing like that. They're just boring ass black leggings, and I don't get it. But I have to be honest, these make my stomach drop a little. Not because the kid's asking for anything. That's developmentally normal, okay? 12-year-olds don't have fully formed impulse control or a realistic sense of money yet. That's not a flaw, that's biology. But what's uncomfortable is the way that this is getting framed as entertainment. A child's wish list now becomes content, and suddenly it isn't just the audience watching a kid be a kid anymore, but they're evaluating, they're judging, they're comparing. Parents feel pressure, kids feel expectations they don't even consciously understand yet. And spending becomes love and denial becomes guilt. But oh, get this. That wasn't the last three things. There's a part 2.
Part 2 of my Christmas wish list. First, the black Samba jeans.
Those are cute.
Babe, look, your shoes are in style now. My fiance wears those same shoes. Apparently they're style and profiling, and he's been wearing those for years.
Okay. I want the newest Apple Watch so bad.
That'd be perfect, because then I could get in contact with you better
Yeah.
when you're with your friends.
You already asked for a phone.
I've also heard the Khloe Kardashian perfume smells so good,
I've
so
heard
I
that
want one of
too.
those.
That'd be good.
I want another white fox sweat set and the light blue cherry one.
Oh, I love that one.
I know, it's cute.
That one's cute.
My mom hasn't heard about this one yet. I want a hairless cat. She wants it too.
Uh-huh.
First and foremost, can we please stop pretending like animals are inanimate objects? They are not Christmas gifts. It's something that in most cases the kid is going to be interested in for a hot second, and then they're going to wind up in a shelter, or they're going to wind up the parent taking care of them. I've seen it a million times. Also, a $2,500 cat.
That we need it.
I
I'm
can't.
excited. And the Bioma hydrating set. We've been dying to get highlights. That's definitely on my list.
You have. She's been begging for that one.
You
And
are a
lastly,
preteen.
The Summer Fridays pink lip trio.
Ooh, I'll have to borrow those.
We
This
have-
is so good. Christmas is going to be so good this
I know.
year.
I'm gonna get so much stuff. I'm so excited.
We can't wait.
What the frosted fuck are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing right now? This is so dystopian. This is so scammy. Please tell me that this is rage bait. Someone please tell me that this is rage bait. It's so dystopian. It's so scummy. I can't. I have to believe that this is rage bait, because preteens with contouring and fake eyelashes reading Christmas is longer than my college syllabus. This isn't joy anymore. It's just performative. And I want to be really clear. I'm not judging this child. She didn't create this environment. She's responding to this environment. There's a big difference there. This isn't about makeup either, though my grandma is rolling over in her grave as this literal child wears a full face of makeup and is being seen through an obvious filter here, okay? This isn't about the makeup. This is about preteens being pushed to present themselves as mini adults. And this is prime for predators to look at this content and say, I am now going to see her in this adult way. So there's a whole psychology conversation there, and maybe I'll save that for another day. I don't think we're ready for that. But it's not, again, about preteens wearing makeup. It's about them being pushed to look like mini adults, polished, consumable, camera ready. And this is before they've even had a chance to figure out who they are without an audience, when they're not feeling pressured to perform. And when you combine that with these luxury Christmas lists with $1,000 phone and then the watch and a $2,500 cat, it teaches a really, really dangerous lesson early on that worth is something that you curate, that you buy, that you display. And that is a lot of pressure to put on a kid who's supposed to be worrying about homework and sleepovers. It's unhinged, it's scammy, it's late stage capitalism, and I have to believe that this is part rage bait and part just them listing up a bunch of products that they are putting affiliate links for so that they can get a kickback. But I'll be real with you, this kind of hits because growing up, we didn't have much. Like living in a pop-up camper for several years, levels of not much. Nobody ever came to my birthdays as a kid. I didn't get expensive Christmases, and I had to say that it felt awful when you go to school and you think that you did something wrong because Santa got you a few reasonable gifts and the other kids are bragging about these big flashy gimmicky gift of the year things that they got. But back then, even the rich kids got like one big gift and some smaller stuff. I didn't know any kids who were getting this level of stuff. Again, it's completely dystopian to me to witness this. I feel like we're all turning into Dudley from Harry Potter, like last year they were 37. Let's slow down for a second. Let's talk about why this really matters, why this is really a mental health issue. This isn't about you shouldn't decorate. This isn't about you shouldn't enjoy your gifts. This isn't about you shouldn't get something a little pricier for somebody. This is about the mental health impact of constantly having this message drilled into you that your home isn't cozy enough, that your Christmas isn't aesthetic enough, that your gifts aren't good enough, that your holiday memories won't count unless they're really expensive. That is so toxic. Holiday overconsumption creates debt, it creates shame, it creates anxiety, it creates depression, it creates resentment. Some of the best holiday memories I ever had, we had nothing. I mean absolutely nothing. We had fast food dinner, we had thrift store gifts, but we had each other. And as an adult that lost her parents in her early 20s, it means everything. Having my family meant more than anything under the tree, and it meant more than any of the price tags. You don't have to recreate some influencer Christmas to give your family a real and meaningful one. To really drive this point home, I want to share one last video.
You need to name 3 gifts that you got for Christmas last year. 3? Stop. You don't know? It's okay. Name 3 things you got for Christmas last year. Go. 3 toys.
Jeep?
The Jeep?
Yeah, the big one.
That was not last year.
That wasn't last year, but
Go ahead.
yeah. I can't even remember.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. For Christmas last year.
Shoes? Oh, I got a good sweatshirt, which I actually still wear. It's really good. I got a bunch of socks and underwear, which I do also still wear.
That last part really made my heart warm. It wasn't an iPhone, it wasn't some extravagant thing. It was clothes, it was functional things that he's still wearing, he's still enjoying. We all grew up with the Grinch, so how did we forget the infamous line? Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. Can we get back to that, please? Look, influencers know the holiday season is emotionally charged. Feeling inadequate? Buy this. Feeling guilty? Buy this. Feeling festive? Buy this. Feeling lonely? Buy this. It's just a never-ending cycle, and it's not accidental. It's consumer psychology mixed with unresolved childhood trauma wounds stirred in a peppermint latte. It's beyond the TV commercials and magazines of old because now many people have this shoved in their face pretty much 24/7. That last video was meant to start bringing us back to the spirit of Christmas. I want to be that girl right now that brings us back to the spirit of Christmas. So I want to end this video on a positive note with a few solutions that don't require a credit card to reclaiming Christmas. I promise none of these involve a $95 candle. Number 1, lower the bar. Seriously. Your kid is going to remember the laughs. They're going to remember the traditions. They're not going to remember the price tag. That stuff can come from the dollar store. It doesn't matter to them. Number 2, pick one thing and do it well because one tradition beats 87 aesthetic trends. Number 3, set boundaries around gift giving. And if people get mad, then they have some extra healing work to do in the new year, and that can go on their New Year's resolution list. Number 4, I alluded to this earlier, but create a sensory-friendly holiday plan if need be. For neurodivergent people, overstimulation is real and structure can really save lives. Have an escape plan for events and have a simple, quiet home with simple, quiet decorations. That's okay. Number 5, if you're grieving, simplify everything. You don't owe the holidays a performance. When I lost my mom, my first Christmas without her, I went and saw Sweeney Todd in theaters. That was my way of coping. I didn't want the bright and cheery. I needed something a little darker That was my way of celebrating that year. You know what? Do what you got to do to get through the season. At the end of the day, holiday overconsumption is where Christmas spirit goes to die so that affiliate links can live, but you don't have to buy into the chaos. You're not failing, you're not behind, you're not less than, you're not a crappy parent. You're just being sold a scammy holiday that you were never meant to afford. Protect your peace this season, protect your mental health, and protect your wallet. And that's all I have for you today for this episode of Influencer Idiocracy. I know a lot of people are struggling through the holidays, and this is a safe place to come and talk about it. So make sure that you're sharing your story in the comments. That's how we shatter the mental health stigma, is by talking about it. Please make sure that you're making sweet love to that subscribe button. Give the bell a few kisses so you're not missing any of this content. It would really help if you gave this video a thumbs up. Share it. You never know who might need to see it. Also, drop a comment and let me know which holiday trend stresses you out the most. For me, it's the over-the-top gift hauls. That one just gets to me. It really hurts my soul. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a happy holidays, whatever that means to you, and I'll see you again real soon. I love you so much. Mwah.